Nice group. Nice group. So many smiling faces that I can't really see. People shouting out stuff that I don't really hear. I just pretend you're all smiling and saying great stuff.
Welcome home.
Thank you. I don't think, I would say this is probably the warmest reception an Edmontonian has ever gotten in Calgary.
I was born in Edmonton too, so it's two of us. Two Edmonton. Do you ever get tired of that? Do you ever get tired of coming to conventions? Is it a highlight of the gig for you? Because you're a geek too. You're a fan as well. So is it a highlight for you?
Tell you what, people lining up to adore me. I mean, yeah, it'll wear on you after 6 or 7 weeks, but I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time. Boys, yeah, Canadians are really polite. They observe the pleasantries. They're considerate. They're kind. Not just to me, to everyone around them. And I breathe easy when it happens. It's not like this everywhere, by the way, everybody.
I want to mention we've got 4, can the mic runners wave their hands? So there's 4 mic runners, 2 here on the floor, and then up on the sides as well. So if you do have a question, please raise your hand or just go to the mic runners, and we'll go from there. I want to ask you one question about Castle just off the top that I've been burning to ask you, because I love, we run it on Space as well because of all the amazing genre references and because of you, obviously. Are the genre references something that you kind of had to help work in, whether it's the Halloween episode dressed up as Mal Reynolds, or all the Star Trek, or was that something that they brought up?
I would love to take credit for that, but it's Andrew Marlowe, it's our writers. They are more than willing to give a little nudge and a wink to the fans. You know it's a TV show. There's a certain amount of satisfaction, I think, when people say, yeah, it's a TV show. There was a bit that got cut out of the sci-fi convention episode. You know the one I'm talking about? I did this bit where, Becca comes to get me and I go, hang on, I'll be right there, and I have to come up from around the counter, and when I do, I bump into 3 guys, and one is dressed as Malcolm Reynolds, and one is dressed as Caleb, and one is dressed as Captain Hammer, and I go, hey, you... I didn't make it into the show, but oh, I loved it.
All right, well, this convention's all about you guys, so let's open the floor to questions. If you've been following Nathan on Twitter, which about 1.8 million people do, you know how we wanted you to ask the questions, so maybe if anybody does that, it would be cool, but let's go to the floor right now.
I didn't see your Twitter, sorry, but I know a lot of people look up to you as an actor and as a role model. I was just wondering who your actor or role models were when you were growing up.
Excellent question. When I was a young man, my parents, I was in Somerset, Massachusetts on a summer vacation. My parents were visiting with our family and they wanted to go to a grown-up evening, so they dropped my brother and I off. Where's my brother? He's here somewhere. Where's my brother, Jack, right over there. My parents dropped us off at a movie and said, here's $10, knock yourself out. It was a long time ago, $10 was a big deal. And I sat down in this movie and said, I don't know what this is, I don't care about this one, I don't want to even be here. Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I walked out of there forever changed. I'll say Harrison Ford was a really big deal to me, but I've stolen a lot of great stuff from a lot of great actors over the years. I just confessed to Carrie Elways, who's in the green room. I just confessed to him, I steal a lot from him. I steal from Mitch. Mitch is here, I steal from him. Robert Patrick, I steal his run when I'm trying to be tough guy. I steal a lot. Just steal from the best.
Was that a formative moment? Was that when you knew you wanted to be an actor when you saw Harrison in Raiders?
I didn't think that was a possibility. I didn't think that people became actors and stuff. That was like another planet. We were separated by this magic window. I remember looking at the TV, sitting in Edmonton, Alberta. "37 below, 45 below with wind chill. Exposed flesh freezes in 7 seconds. So be careful." And looking at a TV and watching a montage of Los Angeles with Beach Boys music, thinking, I want to go there. And I did. I went there, guys. I went there.
Hello.
Anything? Okay. So I love Dr. Horrible. It's probably one of my favorite things I've ever had the chance to watch.
I agree.
Yeah, me too. I recently got this book, Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along Blog, the book. And I'm really happy that I got it because I found this haiku that it says you wrote. It's called a horrible haiku. For those of you who don't have the book, it says, took 6 days to film it, immortalized as a dick, then Neil stole my pants. Now, I feel as though there's a story there, and I would really like to hear it.
Really quickly, here's the story. Neil stole my pants. Denies it. But I've seen a picture of him doing like that before and after thing, going, this was me after, like wearing the pants and holding them out, because they're a lot bigger than him. End of story.
How much fun was that role? We also saw you play a superhero in the vastly underrated film Superhero: The Holy Avenger. How fun was it to do Captain Hammer?
I love Captain Hammer. I think being funny is very difficult. I think what's a lot easier, and I found this out, if you're an actor out there and you're trying to think, you want to do your thing, being funny is very hard. Don't try to be funny. Just let people laugh at you. Being vapid, stupid, and not knowing it, and pretty vain on top of it, allows people to, you're being ridiculous, but just be proud and pretend like you're the smartest guy in the room. I have a lot of fun doing that. There's a great line, I want to say Zach Whedon wrote it for one of the comic books. I think sums up Captain Hammer in just one line where Dr. Horrible runs around the corner and bumps into Captain Hammer and falls down. And he says, whoa there, be careful. What if I had been a knife?
Up top, hello.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi.
My name is Kirsten. I'm up here.
Where am I looking?
Hi.
Hi.
I just want to say, yesterday we got to have pictures taken with you, and it was the best day of my entire life.
It's all downhill from here.
But my question for you is, how closely does Richard Castle's personality reflect your own, and in what way?
That's a good question. I like to think I'm a pretty relaxed guy. I like to think I get to do a lot of fun stuff. I'm an actor. I get to do a lot of fun stuff. Richard Castle is living his dream. There was an episode where Kate Beckett says to Richard Castle, the same sci-fi episode, I want to say. He says, I want you to try on that outfit, that sci-fi outfit. She says, in your dreams. And he said, look at my life. I rewrote this line. Look at my life. My dreams come true. That's my life.
Hello.
Hey Nathan.
Hi.
Love the smolder, I gotta say that. Also, as a former grad of and current teacher at Holy Trinity, congratulations on going from Mill Woods to this.
Like it's the slums.
question again with Dr. Horrible. How did you prepare for the singing and all that? Because it's just completely out there compared to your other stuff. I love it.
How did I prepare for the singing? I had a CD. I played it in my car. Whenever I was driving in my car, I was learning my song. And when I went to record it, Jed said, "Oh, we kind of recorded one part wrong, so you learned it wrong. But we just got to go back and we do it piece by piece." And I said, "You got some sweeteners and stuff, right? You can kind of move some dials and make that sound pretty good, right?" We actually had to have Felicia pull back a little bit. She's such an amazing singer. We had to kind of pull it back just a tad. I'm just glad it wasn't embarrassing. You know what I mean? I'm glad I don't plug the soundtrack in and listen to it all the time. Because I hear it and I go, that could have been better. But you're your own worst critic. But that, I sing in my car is the short answer.
Do you have a favorite song from Dr. Horrible?
Which song did you like the best of Dr. Horrible?
I love when you sing, "A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do."
That's the one.
We'd be remiss too if we didn't ask about Dr. Horrible too. Obviously, Joss said that it was going to happen, and then recently he was quoted as saying can't commit to a date. So do we know where things are at now?
Yeah, things were starting to move, actually. He was making some phone calls and things were starting to move. Then Joss got a little tied up. I'm forgetting the name of the project. It's got a 2 in it. And it's something about getting even with someone who wronged someone else, and you have to go and you have to avenge it. I can't remember, probably not important. But he got wrapped up in another project, so we just we pushed Dr. Horrible back. Here's the thing, it's not like we're gonna miss any boats. We're all friends, we're all still around, we're all still hanging, and we're all ready to do it.
I think you've been waiting a bit longer. Hello.
Hello.
On the floor.
Yes. Thank you.
First off, I just wanted to say thank you so much for that time you helped rescue my grandma who was choking on White Ave.
In all fairness, those pretzels can be very dry. How is she?
No, I know it. She's doing well, but she misses you.
I'm glad, okay. Tell her I say hello.
I wondered if you could tell us about the genesis of your charity, Kids Need to Read. And also if you're going to come and play Rings of Orbis with all of us brown coats.
I have occasionally been on Rings of Orbis. I'm not going to say I'm the greatest at that game, because I'm not. P.J. Horseman wrote a book, The Rings of Orbis. He wrote a series of books called The Rings of Orbis. And on his book tour, he did a self-supporting book tour, different schools, different libraries around the United States and Canada. And he was taken aback. He was horrified how few books so many libraries didn't have, how few books they didn't have, how few books they had. All right. They ain't got no books. The charity was